Hey everyone! Welcome back to channel, where we talk all things photography and videography. Today, I'm super excited to dive into a topic that many of you have been asking about: the best Nikon cameras of 2025. Nikon has really upped their game this year, and we've got some amazing cameras to show you. Whether you're a pro photographer or just starting out, there's something here for everyone. Let's jump right in. Number 5. Nikon Z6 II. The Nikon Z6 II is one of the greatest Nikon cameras we've tested for photography. This is a superb and adaptable camera body for both hobbyists and enthusiasts, sitting below more expensive pro-grade models like the Nikon Z8 and Nikon Z9. It's an excellent choice for wildlife and sports photography, thanks to its 14 FPS mechanical burst rate and fast autofocus. It also has 4K 60 fps video recording, twin memory card slots, one of which is a high-speed CF Express card slot, and in-body image stabilization, IBIS. Aside from that, it's a delight to use, with outstanding ergonomics and a highly intuitive user interface. Number 4. Nikon D780. The Nikon D780 blends a classic DSLR style with cutting-edge technology to give amazing performance. It has a 24.5-megapixel full-frame CMOS sensor and the EXP-EAD6 image processor, which allows for exceptional image quality, low-light performance, and overall efficiency. The D780 enables 4K UHD video recording at up to 30 fps, giving videographers creative freedom in capturing high-quality videos. It also includes video-specific features such as N-Log and hybrid log gamma, HLG for improved color grading. The camera features a classic optical viewfinder as well as a tilting touchscreen LCD for easy live view shooting and menu management. Furthermore, the D780 has a comfortable and sturdy design, making it appropriate for a variety of shooting settings. The D780 has an excellent ISO range of 151,200, which can be expanded to ISO 50 and up to ISO 204,800. This broad range enables users to shoot high-quality photographs under a variety of lighting circumstances. Professional photographers frequently appreciate the D780's twin card slots, SD and XQD/CF Express, which provides storage redundancy and the option to separate file types. The camera has in-body image stabilization, which is unusual for a Nikon DSLR. In an age of immediate sharing and remote shooting, this connectivity improves the camera's usability. Number 3. Nikon D3500. While the Nikon D3500 is a fairly simple camera, it is one of the best cameras for beginners on the market. The simple controls and easy user interface are ideal for beginners, and the camera is quite portable for a DSLR. What distinguishes the D3500 from other beginner cameras is its unique guide shooting mode, which walks you through the fundamentals of photography in simple, understandable language so you can learn as you go. It has been discontinued, therefore, you may have to seek for one on the resale market. The Nikon D3500 is an adequate travel camera. Its sensor delivers outstanding image quality and a wide dynamic range for an entry-level APS-C camera. The battery life is also excellent, allowing it to easily endure through lengthy days on the go. It's also one of the most portable DSLRs on the market. However, it remains quite hefty in comparison to mirrorless competitors, and the autofocus technology is fairly basic, with focusing limited to the center of the frame and inaccurate tracking for quick targets. The Nikon D3500 performs admirably in landscape photography. It performs reasonably well for an APS-C camera, with adequate dynamic range to capture more highlight and shadow information. Its noise performance is also acceptable, allowing you to photograph in difficult lighting conditions without introducing too much noise. It's also very portable for a DSLR and very comfortable to shoot with. The camera is not particularly durable, with a cheap-feeling plastic construction. It also has a fixed screen, making low-angle photos more difficult. For sports and wildlife photography, the Nikon D3500 is adequate. Because of its slow maximum continuous shooting speed, it is difficult to get clear photos of fast-moving subjects. Its autofocus technology is likewise fairly primitive, with focus points limited to a center cluster, making it unable to track subjects to the frame's corners. It may also be difficult to keep up with subjects that are faster or more irregular. On the plus side, the image quality is excellent, and the camera has an excellent battery life. Number 2. Nikon Z30. The Nikon Z30 is an excellent addition to the current crop of low-cost vlogging cameras. It perfectly rounds out Nikon's entry-level mirrorless choices alongside the Nikon Z50 and the Nikon ZFC, with a very portable design that doesn't sacrifice on the ergonomics that make Nikon cameras such a joy to use. It lacks a viewfinder, making it less adaptable for photography than the more expensive models. It does, however, use a comparable sensor, thus image and video quality are equivalent. A completely articulated touchscreen, a huge video recording button, and a dual mic on the top plate sound remarkably well for a built-in microphone round out the vlogging-friendly features. However, the camera doesn't have the longest battery life and can overheat with longer 4K shoots. If that isn't a deal-breaker, this is a fantastic low-cost vlogging camera. The Nikon Z30 is a low-cost vlogging camera. In Nikon's mirrorless APS-C series, it joins the Nikon Z50 and Nikon ZFC. The Z30, like earlier predecessors, has a 20.9mm sensor, but with no viewfinder and a bright flippy screen, as well as a lower price tag, it joins the ranks as Nikon's first camera intended specifically for vlogging. For the budget, it has a lot to offer newbie video shooters and vloggers, including good video quality, a superb autofocus mechanism, and an easy-to-use interface. Still, its lack of in-body image stabilization, IBIS, and inclination to overheat when filming in 4K hold it back. The Nikon Z30 is an excellent vlogging camera. It's small and portable, but it's a little large for walk-and-talk vlogs. Nonetheless, its fully articulated touchscreen allows you to observe yourself while recording, and it becomes bright enough to avoid glare on bright days. A tally light on the front of the camera also indicates when it is recording. In video, focusing is particularly useful for face tracking. The internal stereo microphone sounds nice for a built-in microphone, and there's a mic input if you want to connect an external microphone. Number 1. Nikon Z5. The Nikon Z5 is a full-frame camera in Nikon's mirrorless Z range that sits behind the Nikon Z6/Nikon Z6 II. It's an excellent choice for anyone seeking for their first full-frame camera or who desire full-frame image quality without breaking the bank. While it lacks several functions, most notably burst shooting and video, it's still a superb camera for photography, with outstanding ergonomics, an intuitive user interface, and a reliable AF system, not to mention the high-quality lens options available for the Z mount. The Nikon Z5 is an excellent landscape camera. To capture a larger variety of information in high-contrast landscapes, clean, detailed images with plenty of dynamic range are required. In low light, it also regulates noise levels fairly well. Furthermore, there are some excellent wide-angle lenses for Nikon Z mount that are ideal for landscape photography. The camera is also well made and weatherproof, however it isn't the most portable option. If you don't mind a bigger gear, the Nikon Z5 is ideal for travel photography. It's not the most portable camera, but for a full-frame model, it's still pretty portable, albeit full-frame lenses can take up more room. Nonetheless, the camera's image quality is excellent, and it operates admirably even in low light. The battery life is also pretty good for a mirrorless camera, so depending on your usage patterns, you should be able to get a good number of images out of it while out and about. The Nikon Z5 is adequate for studio video, but it falls short of more expensive or video-focused versions. The main disadvantage here is the drastically cropped 4K recording, which has an impact on quality, AF performance, and stabilization. It also has a 30-minute recording time limit and does not support log recording, which would allow it to capture a broader dynamic range. On the plus side, it has a good range of frame rates and a great battery life for video, with no overheating issues. The Nikon Z5 performs admirably in sports and nature photography. While it's well-built and comfortable to use, it doesn't have a particularly rapid peak burst rate, which is important if you rely on burst shooting to catch fast action. On the plus side, it boasts an excellent focusing mechanism with a reasonably reliable tracking feature, a long battery life, and twin SD card ports.